asana sequence as revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let us all now get ready for our yoga. Bring our yoga mats down to the ground. Apply vibhuti and kumkum. Prepare our panchapatram and udani, the cup with a spoon with some water for the ritualistic cleansing. Please, everyone, settle down. We're going to start the session very soon. Now let us move to starting the session with the Satguru Vandanam. Everyone settle down in a comfortable cross-legged position with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring your hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of the heart center. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, visualize Swamiji as we start the session with the Satguru Vandanam.
Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatidam Gaganasadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami.
Next we will chant the Shiva Mula Mantra. Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha 11 times internally.
Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. 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 Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha.
Next up is the Tattvachamanam, the ritualistic cleansing. Now, keep your right hand in the Gokarna Mudra in the shape of a cow's ear. Take an udani of water from the Panchapatram and pour it into your right palm. Each time the word Swadha is chanted, sip the water from the bottom of your palm. We are going to repeat this process thrice.
Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Om Vidyatattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Swadha.
Now wash your right hand with the water from the Panchapatram and wipe your lips twice with the bottom of your right thumb as we chant
Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha.
Wash your hand again. Now, with the index, middle and ring finger joined together, touch above the upper lip and below the lower lip. Wash your hand again. Now, with the index finger and thumb joined together, touch the right nostril and the left nostril. With the ring finger and thumb joined together, touch your right eye, your left eye, your right ear and your left ear. Wash your hand again. With the little finger and thumb joined together, touch your navel, your right chest and your left chest. And with all the fingertips joined together, touch the crown of your head, the right shoulder, the left shoulder, and your heart center. Wash your hand again and place it over top of the left as you place both hands on the right thigh. Set the sankalpa, your conscious resolution, what you want to manifest in today's Nithyananda Yoga session, as we are getting ready to chant the Sankalpa mantra.
Om Mamopata Samasta Duridakshayadvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Adya Purvokta Evam Guna Visheshena Visishtajam Asyam Shubhatithau Purana Arogya Yukta Dridagatra Yogya Sharira Siddhyartham Paramashiva Shakti Abhishkaranartham Nithyananda Yoga Abhyasam Karishye.
Wash your hand one final time as you chant.
Om Apaupasprisya.
Now keep your Panchapatram and Dudani aside, and let us briefly cover the 12 components of Kailasa Nithyananda Yoga. Yoga is the ritual of having the divine entering into man, experiencing the cosmic union of the ocean entering into the drop. To hold the intense amount of energy of Paramashiva, we have to prepare ourselves. That is why Kailasa's Nithyananda Yoga has 12 components to do exactly that. Performing the asanas, the physical postures, aligning your body to the cosmic geometry and aligning your body to Paramashiva himself. The pranayama, the breathing techniques, aligning your breathing to Paramashiva, cleaning your nadis, your energy channels, and infusing intense prana into your system. The mudras, the energy circuits performed by your hands, limbs, and other parts of the body, seal the prana into the system and align your intra-organs to Paramashiva, such as your chakras. The bandhas, the energy locks, pump the prana up within your system along the spine and prevent it from flowing down again, leading to intense Kundalini awakening. Also, aligning your internal organs to Paramashiva by massaging them gently. The karanas, the sacred dance postures, as preserved, carved in stone throughout various temples within India. When you move your body gracefully in synchronicity, moving your limbs in a simultaneous motion, it leads to a subtle breath when you offer this to the divine Paramashiva. The visualization we are going to hold throughout all the asanas makes us experience the asanas on a deeper level, performing them with the right context as intended by the author. Also aligning your thinking to Paramashiva, activating Mano Shakti, the power of thought. Now, the next component is the japa, the internal repetition of mantras. We are going to project certain mantras on the screen and ask you to internally repeat them as you visualize the mantra rotating around your throat. This will activate your Vishuddhi chakra and intensely awaken Vak Shakti, the power of speech, as you align your speech to Paramashiva. The next component is chanting, the external chanting of mantras. The words of Paramashiva himself and the scriptural references of all the asanas is what our acharyas are going to perform, holding you in the highest possible energy space as your aura is open during the yoga practice, receptive to external influences. It is important to provide the highest possible space in this given time, and generally how your surrounding is kept. So make sure you're practicing yoga as a ritual in a clean space and in a comfortable ambience for yourself. Weightlifting. And Hinduism, weightlifting is one of the components of Nithyananda Yoga. Weightlifting has been part of yoga for a long time, but now it is revived in the right context to manifest Paramashiva himself within you. As you hold the weights throughout various asanas, you are intensifying the yoga practice and leading to intense Kundalini awakening. So take some weights and keep them at the side of your mat. Be ready. The next component is mandala, the visual representation of the gods and goddesses. In the background, we're projecting the Shri Yantra, which is the representation of all the gods and goddesses. So focus on the Shri Yantra in an intense but gentle way, like you would gaze at a rose, and reflect the macrocosmos into your microcosmos, having the energies awakened within your body and the subtle brain grooves formed, which are required to hold the energy which is poured over you during the darshan tonight. In general, the yoga practice, if performed authentically, as per the best of your capabilities, without dropping the intensity, will lead to your body being able to hold much more of the energy which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism provides. The next component is abharana, the traditional jewelry. The Rudraksha beads are capable of holding more spiritual energy than any other stone. That is why you should keep close skin contact to Rudraksha at any given moment in time, like the kantamala, the necklace, or the mala, which is provided with 36 Rudrakshas, as you can see on our acharyas here. You can also wear armbands and wristbands or any other Rudraksha jewelry during the yoga practice. This will hold you in a high state of energy throughout the practice. Generally, it is recommended to wear Rudraksha throughout the whole day. Next up is Aushadam, the sacred alchemy science, the alchemy products which can be applied on your skin or ingested. Infuse prana into your system through your skin and detoxify your body, heal even chronic ailments. That is why we advise to apply vibhuti on your forehead if you're a female body, and on 16 various places over your body when you're a male body. At this point, we would like to request all the male bodies to please remove your upper cloth during the ritual of yoga. And let us now settle down as we have covered all the 12 components of Nithyananda Yoga. Let us move into the first asana of the sequence. As you sit in a comfortable cross-legged position with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring your hands into Bindu Mudra with index fingers and thumbs touching and place them on top of the respective knees. Engage all three bandhas, the Mula Bandha, the root lock, contracting your perineal region and pulling it up. The Uddiyana Bandha, the stomach lock, contracting your stomach and pulling it in and up towards your spine. And the Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock, contracting your throat muscles and tucking your chin to the chest, internally locking the breathing flow and pushing the prana up along the spine all the way to the Sahasrara chakra through the central nadi, the Brahma nadi. As you visualize Lord Shiva in your inner space, perform the Samana Kumbhaka as you inhale deeply, hold the prana in your stomach region and focus on the flame being kindled in your navel. Internally chant the japa Soham as you visualize it rotating around your throat in a circular way, awakening your Vishuddhi chakra. In the first asana of the sequence, Sukhasana.
तत्सुखासनमित्युक्तमशक्तस्तत्समाचरेत्.
Next up is Parvatasana. Now bring your legs into Padmasana by placing the feet on opposite thighs. Join your hands together in Anjali Mudra and raise them up above your head with the elbows straight as you engage all three bandhas, Mahamudra Bandha, and visualize yourself as Mount Kailash.
अथ पक्षे महादेव पर्वतासनमङ्गलम्.
Next up is Halipavasana. Now bring the soles of the feet together in front. Hold the left hand by the right behind your back and place your forehead on the ground behind your heels. Gaze to your nose as you engage all three bandhas and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पूर्व विधियाहु में जानो उभय पगदली संबुड ठानो.
Next up is Nagi Pavasana. As you keep the soles of the feet together, extended in front, stretch your arms out, cup your palms and place them down as you place your forehead on the ground behind the heels. Engage all three bandhas as you gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as a snake. Next up is Kokilasana. As you hold the big toes in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers, stretch your legs straight and up, and then cross your legs into Padmasana. Lean forward and down as you bring your elbows down to the mat. Hold on to the big toes as you engage all three bandhas and visualize yourself as a bird. Next up is Nithyananda. Now stack your ankles and knees as you hold on to opposite elbows and start rotating your arms in a circle. Gaze to your nose, perform all three bandhas as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space. After some time, change the direction of the movement.
घोड़ा बावा पादगी आशमाहिली सोज दक्ष चरण को वारलो तापरिकुल्भ समोज.
The next asana is Gajasana. Now place your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart, and raise your hips up high. Then scoop your head and chest down again and again as you visualize yourself as an elephant and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
निब्जं पादाग्रे भूमौ कृत्वा दम्बी भूया मस्तकाग्रे निधाय.
The next asana is Rikshasana. From Gajasana, raise one heel up and push the other heel to the ground alternatingly. As you visualize yourself as a bear, perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
एकैकं पादमाकुञ्च गजासनं कुर्यात् वृक्षासनं भवति.
Next up is Vaishyasana. Now raise your body up onto the tips of your big toes as you bring your hands to the heart center in Hridaya Mudra with index, middle and ring fingers together. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
केशेन पादयुगलं बद्ध्वा तिष्ठेत दोमुखः.
Next up is the Urdhva Janukarana. Now stand with your heels touching, toes pointing outwards and the knees bent in Arimandi posture. Now bring your hands to the chest and then raise one knee up towards the center of the body in a circular motion, following along with the respective hand as you repeat the movement on both sides. The next asana is Balalingasana. As you interlace your fingers from the outside in Sarvashankari Mudra, hold on to one knee and pull it up towards your chest. Visualize yourself holding a baby as you engage all three bandhas.
एकं जानूरसियालिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Next up is Padapitanasana. Now pull the raised foot behind towards your buttocks and hold it with both hands. Keep your head, neck and spine in a straight line, the knees aligned as you engage all three bandhas and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
स्थित्वा एकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनुम्.
The next asana is Natarajasana. Now hold the raised foot from the inside as you extend your leg back and the other arm forward, hand in Bindu Mudra. index and thumb together. Visualize yourself dancing as Lord Nataraja as you perform the Mula Bandha in Natarajasana.
Napadam Kroncham cha Marichim Veerabhadrakam.
Now repeat Balalingasana on the other side as you stand on the other foot, pulling the opposite leg towards the chest, visualizing yourself holding a baby.
Ekam janu ursiyalinga sthatavyam balalinganam bhavati.
Now repeat Padapidanasana on the other side, pull the foot behind towards your buttocks and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
Sthitvaikasmin padadale karabhyam veshtayetanum.
Now repeat Natarajasana on the other side. Hold the foot, lean forward, visualize yourself dancing as Lord Nataraja.
Natarajam trikonam cha suptangushta prasarane.
Next up is Ardha Rechita Karana. From Arimandi position with the heels together, toes pointing outwards and the knees bent. Bring the right foot behind the left with the heel up, toes on the ground. Bring the left hand to the chest and swing the right arm back and forth in a pendulum motion. As you keep the right hand over top of the nose, uncross your ankles, bring the other foot behind and repeat the movement on the other side. Next up is the skeleton dance. Visualize your skeleton as you shake your body intensely. Hold the visualization of being mere bones and dance wildly, bolting integrity into your very bone marrow. Next up is Katichina Karana. From Arimandi position, cross your arms above your head and turn your hips to one side, open the arms wide above your head, return to the center and repeat the movement on both sides again and again. Next up is Tadasana. As you stand tall on the tips of your toes, raise your hands up above your head parallel. Visualize yourself as a palm tree as you engage all three bandhas and internally chant the new japa, Shivoham.
Mahamudra kono tadasana vibhedakan.
The next asana is Uttanasana. From a standing position, lean forward and down, bringing your hands flat to the ground. Engage all three bandhas as you bring your forehead towards the knees and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
Mahamudra kono tadasana vibhedakan.
The next asana is Tarakshvasana. Place your hands flat on the ground, shoulder width apart, and step your feet back into a tall plank position. Now, engage Mula Bandha, the root lock, and Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock. As you tuck your chin to the chest, rotate your head from side to side, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
Gajasanavastitva mastakam varam varam dakshina kukshim savya kukshim lajet.
Next up is Bhujangasana. As you lower your stomach down on the mat, keep the hands at the side of your chest and the toes pointing backwards. Now raise your head using the strength of your lower back. Open your mouth wide and inhale through the hollow of your throat in Bhujangani Mudra. Exhaling through your nose as you visualize yourself as a cobra.
Angushtanabhiparyantam adho bhumo vininyaset.
Now push your body up into Shashasana and alternate bringing the knee in towards your chest back and forth. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you calmly breathe through your nose in Sahajra Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha.
गजासनसंस्थितौ जानुद्वयमाकुञ्च वारं वारं कर्तव्यं शशासनं भवति.
The next asana is Rathasana. From the plank position, step one foot in between the two hands. Now jump the front foot back and bring the other one in between the hands. Repeat this again and again as you visualize yourself as a chariot.
गजासनसंस्थितौ एकैकं पादं पुरोमार्गेण भ्रामयित्वा कर्तव्यं रथासनं भवति.
The next asana is Viravatrasana. As you keep the front toes pointing forwards and the back toes facing sideways, keep the front knee at a 90-degree angle. Lower your hip down as you raise your arms up above your head, parallel. Gaze through your third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Virabhadra as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha in Virabhadrasana.
वासिष्ठमदकौण्डिन्यमूर्धकुक्कुटमेव च.
Now exchange the position of your feet as you repeat Virabhadrasana on the other side.
वासिष्ठमदकौण्डिन्यमूर्धकुक्कुटमेव च.
The next asana is Vrikshasana. As you stand tall and bring one foot to the inner thigh, bring your palms together in Anjali Mudra and raise them up above your head. Keep your elbows straight. Visualize yourself as a tree as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
वामोरुमूलदेशे च याम्यं पादं निधायतु.
Next up is Garudasana. Now bring the raised foot on top of the opposite hip. As you join your hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart center, visualize yourself as Lord Garuda with big wings on your back, performing the Mula Bandha.
गरुडासनमावक्षे येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत्.
Next up is Vrikshasana. On the other side, raise the other foot, raise your arms up above your head and visualize yourself as a tree.
वामोरुमूलदेशे च याम्यं पादं निधायतु.
Now repeat Garudasana on the other side as you visualize yourself as Lord Garuda.
गरुडासनमावक्षे येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत्.
Next up is Trikonasana. As you stand and step one leg forward and the other one far back, keep the front toes pointing forward and the back toes facing sideways. Visualize yourself as a triangle. As you keep your arms parallel to the ground, lean forward and down, extend one up and gaze upwards, performing the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Now exchange the position of your feet. Keep your arms parallel to the ground and lean forward and down as you repeat Trikonasana on the other side.
नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Next up is the Nikutaka Karana. From Arimandi position, heels together, toes pointing outwards and the knees bent. Bring your hands in front of the heart center with the palms facing each other. Then raise one heel off the ground, stomp it down and raise the other heel up as you exchange the position of your hands again and again. The next asana is Angushtasana. As you lower your body down onto the tips of your toes, placing your perineum onto the back of your heels. Keep your knees off the ground, join together as you place your hands together in Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart center. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you buzz like a bee on the inhalation and exhalation in Brahmari Kumbhaka. Perform the Mula Bandha and internally chant the new japa Sadashivoham.
कबन्धासनमित्याहुः गोरक्षासनमेव च.
Next up is Saurasana. From Angushtasana, extend one leg forward with the heel down, toes pointing up, hands at the side of your body, palms facing forward, fingers just touching the ground in Vara Mudra. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Keep buzzing like a bee and perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रसार्य एकं पादतलं संस्थाप्य त्वेकपादकम्.
Next up is Vidhunanasana. As you lean forward and down, hold onto the big toe in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. As you hold onto the back heel, with the other hand, balance in this position and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
गुल्फस्थितो पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादाग्रं संश्रिय तत्करे.
The next asana is Saurasana on the other side. Exchange the position of your feet. Extend the other leg forward. Keep the palms facing forward as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
प्रसार्य एकं पादतलं संस्थाप्य त्वेकपादकम्.
Next up is Vidhunanasana on the other side. Lean forward and down. Hold onto the big toe in Prana Mudra and the back heel with the other hand.
गुल्फस्थितो पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादाग्रं संश्रिय तत्करेण.
Next up is Brahma Jalankushasana. As you keep the toes on the ground, place your perineum on top of the heel. Keep a gap between your knees as you lift them off the ground and place the backs of your hands on top of the knees. Open your eyes wide and gaze in between the hands in Shambhavi Mudra, unblinking, gazing inside. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, perform Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha.
दो वो फणा पानी होए वैसे एड़ी दो गुदानी वैसे.
Next up is Kapilasana. Now place your knees onto the ground. Remain seated on the raised heels with your perineum. Gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as Sage Kapila Muni as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
वही पगदली समठहरावे तिनकी माहिली कोर मिलावे.
Next up is Bhadra Gurakasana. Now maintain the same posture, but shift your gaze to the third eye, your visualization to Swamiji and the Bandha to the Mula Bandha.
दो वो पगदली संपुट करे कोरवारली भूपरि धरे.
The next asana is Suryasana. As you sit with the toes tucked, perineum placed on top of the raised heels, keep your knees off the ground and bring the thumbs and little fingers together in Padma Mudra, opening up the palms resembling a lotus flower. Raise your arms up above your head, gaze in between the gap of the palms as you visualize Lord Surya in your inner space. Perform Uddiyana Bandha.
एड़ी दो गुदा तरियाने फना पानी बैठक वो निठाने.
Next up is Mandukasana. As you sit with the toes flat, the perineum on the heels, keep your hands on top of the respective knees as you lift your tongue up against the roof of your mouth. As you visualize yourself as a frog, catching the nectar of Imodhasasana chakra with your tongue in Mudra. Your third eye, breathe calmly through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha.
पादतलौ पृष्ठदेशे अंगुष्टे द्वे च संस्पृशेत्.
Back, holding on to opposite shoulders. Push your elbow as you gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as a frog. Perform Manduki Mudra with your tongue and engage Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
मंडूकासन मध्यस्थं कुर्वा.
Next up is Simhasana. As you cross your feet, keep your knees wide, fingers spread on top. Open your mouth wide, stick out your tongue, and exhale forcefully as you visualize yourself as a lion. Gaze to your nose. Inhale through the nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka as you perform the Mula Bandha.
दक्षिणं सव्यगुल्फेन दक्षिणेन तदेतरम्
The next asana is Bhadrasana. As you sit with the heels under your perineum, knees opened wide, cross your hands behind your back and hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra. Apply Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha. As you gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and return to buzzing like a bee in Brahmari Kumbhaka.
गुल्फौ च वृषणस्याधो व्युत्क्रमेण समाहितः
Next up is Kakabushanti Asana. The feet flat on the ground, open your knees wide. Bring your arms in and around the raised knees as you interlace your fingers behind your back in Parashu Mudra. Try to reach for the other hand behind your back. Push your body forward and open your hips as you gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as a crow.
प्रथमे वेसकौकटठाने दोबूहातपगमी च आने.
Next up is Kani Pavasana. Now place your palms on the ground, shoulder width apart. Bring your knees onto the back of your arms towards your armpits. As you lean your chin forward and down, raise your feet off the mat and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
आसन को गुण आशी दुष्टा होई तो आछी होई.
The next asana is Kapali Asana. We are setting up for the first inverted posture of the sequence. So if you have any upper back or neck injuries or high blood pressure, take it slow with any of the inverted postures. If you feel you need some support in this asana, set yourself up in front of a wall or get a partner to aid you in any of the inverted postures. Now place your hands flat on the ground, shoulder width apart. Bring the crown of your head onto the mat, forming a triangle between your head and your hands. Then bring your elbows on your knees on top of the elbows and your shoulders underneath the hips as you raise your legs up straight. Gaze through your nose. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
शीशा धरती टेकी पकदो वो मिलिवा ऊंचा गुकरे.
The next asana is Parshvamayurasana. As you squat on your toes with the legs together, twist the body and place both hands to one side. Align your elbows with the knee and the hip as you lean onto your arms and balance, extending your legs out to the side.
मयूरं दण्डवत् कुर्यान् माजूरं दण्डनामकम्.
Now twist your body to the other side, extend your legs up, balance on your hand as you gaze to the third eye, visualize yourself as a peacock and exhale fully holding your breath in Rechaka Kumbhaka, repeating Parshvamayurasana on the other side.
मयूरं दण्डवत् कुर्यान्.
The next asana is Bhairaganathasana. As you place both hands on the ground, shoulder width apart, back straight into Talakshvasana, and then bring one foot outside the respective shoulder in between the two hands. Push your hips down as you gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava, the Lord of Time, in Bhairaganathasana.
आसन को गुण पीटी जाई.
Now exchange the position of your feet. Bring the other foot outside the shoulder in between the hands. As you gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava.
आसन को गुण पीटी जाई.
The next asana is Unmukha Pitasana. From Tadashavasana, place your elbows and hands flat on the mat. As you gaze to your third eye, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
भून्यस्तौ जानुनी हस्तौ चतुष्पदम वाङ्मुखम्.
The next asana is Shishtasana. As you rotate your body onto one hand, extend the other hand up towards the sky. Keep your body stable and straight as you gaze up and visualize yourself as Sage Vashishta.
ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटवासिष्ठमरीचिहलमत्स्यकम्.
Now rotate your body to the other side. Lift the other hand up, gaze up. Keep your core engaged as you visualize yourself as Sage Vashishta.
ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटवासिष्ठमरीचिहलमत्स्यकम्.
Now come to a seated position with your legs extended forward. Bring your hands underneath the buttocks with the palms facing up. Gaze to your nose as you visualize yourself as Lord Hanuman. Perform Jalan Mula Bandha as you exhale and hold your breath in a Rajika Kumbhaka and internally chant the new japa Maha Sadashivoham in Anjani Asana.
दोवूकर की उभय हथेली कोरवारली मैले भेली.
Next up is Paschimottanasana. As you sit with your legs stretched out in front, bend from the waist and hold the big toes with index and middle fingers in Prana Mudra. Bring your chest to the thighs, head to the knees and engage all three bandhas as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
अनु परिललाटन्तो पश्चिमं ताणमुच्यते.
The next asana is Ugrasana. As you interlock your fingers behind your neck in Parashu Mudra. Lean forward and down. Bring your head in between the knees if you can. Elbows outside the knees. Push your body down by the strength of your core as you engage Mahamudra Bandha, all three bandhas, and visualize Kali in your inner space.
पवानिभ्यां दृढं धृत्वा जानोपरि शिरोन्यसेत्.
The next asana is Marichi Asana. As you have your legs extended, bring one heel in towards the groin with the knee raised. Bring one arm in and around the raised knee. Interlock your fingers behind your back as you visualize yourself as form the Mula Bandha.
अनबादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Now drop the raised knee down to the mat. Keep the heel against the perineum as you lean forward and down, holding onto the front foot with both hands. Engage all three bandhas, Mahamudra Bandha, as you gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Mahamudrasana.
महामुद्रां प्रवक्ष्यामि वल्लभे.
Now exchange the position of your feet. Stretch your legs out. Bring the other one with the knee raised as you lift the knee up and interlock your fingers behind your back, repeating Marichi Asana on the other side.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Now drop the knee down, lean forward, hold onto the front foot, engage Mahamudra Bandha in Mahamudrasana on the other side.
महामुद्राबद्ध कोणो ताड़ासन विभेदकान्.
Next up is Padasana 2. Now sit and bring the soles of the feet together in front with the heels close to the perineum. Keep your knees wide and hold your feet firmly with both hands as you maintain a straight spine. Gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
गुल्फौ तु वृषणस्यादः सीवन्त्याः पार्श्वयोः क्षिपेत्.
Next up is Kvali Pavasana. From Bhadrasana, extend your feet away from the body. Place your hands on the knees. Gaze to your nose. Engage Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पूरव चरपट चौक कख्यो सोजी वाही विद्योगी जैसोजी.
Next up is Joni. As you sit and keep the soles of the feet together with the heels clean. Hold the soles of the feet with your hands as you visualize the Yoni Mandala, leaning forward and down as you place your forehead onto the feet, gaze to the nose and perform the Mula Bandha.
दोवों पगदली संपुट करे एडी मेड के ढिंग धरे.
Next up is Midaki Pavasana. As you sit and keep the heels together, toes apart, feet extended away from the body, extend your arms out to the side and lean forward and down, bringing your forehead onto the ground, the hands flat on the ground as well. Gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji as you perform the Mula Bandha.
पूर्व विधि परिपकदली संपुट शोल एडी मिली राशे.
Next up is Siddha Samadhi Asana. As you sit with your legs slightly extended from the body, toes touching, heels apart, bring your arms underneath the shins and keep the palms as you bring your chin over top of the toes, with the toes touching your throat if you can. Otherwise, push your body down and forward, bend from the hip. Try to keep your back straight as you gaze to the nose and visualize Lord Surya in your inner space.
दोवों पगदली संपुट करे सोले मेढ़ आगा में धरे.
Next up is Chinaki Pavasana. As you sit and keep the heels together, toes apart, hold the feet and open them up like a book as you press your elbows onto your thighs, pushing the knees down to the mat. Gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
दो पगा की एडी धरती मगेवा मेढ़ लगावे.
Next up is Chalapada Chukasana. As you sit and bring the soles of the feet together, heels close to your perineum, keep your knees on the ground and gently push them down with your hands placed on top. Gaze to your third eye, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and engage Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
दोवों पगदली संपुट धारे आगा नेकर जारे पसारे.
Next up is Bhairavasana. Now bring the soles of the feet together in front. Raise your heels up and bring the toes down as much as you can. Use the support of your hands if needed. Pull the heels up off the ground as you then place your hands on top of the respective knees in Bindu Mudra, pushing the knees to the ground. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava, the fierce manifestation of the Lord of Time, as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
गुल्भौ संपीड्य जान्योन्यं व्युत्क्रमेणोत्थितं शनैः.
Next up is Samanasana. Now sit with one heel against your perineum as you lift and hold the other foot, pulling the sole of the foot towards your chest. Gaze to your third eye, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
समानासनमावक्षे सिद्धमन्त्रादि साधनात्.
Next up is Apanasana. Now bring one leg over top of the respective shoulder as you place both hands on the mat and extend the opposite leg straight. Gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोप्य यत्नतः.
Now repeat Samanasana on the other side as you press the other heel against your perineum and lift the opposite foot towards your chest.
समानासनमावक्षे सिद्धमन्त्रादि साधनात्.
Now repeat Apanasana on the other side, lifting the other leg over top of the shoulder, extending the opposite leg up as you merge your prana and apana in this asana.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोप्य यत्नतः.
Next up is Gomukhasana. As you sit and cross one leg over the other, aligning the knees at the center of your body. Bring the heels outside of the opposite hips. As you gaze to the nose, visualize the face of a cow. Perform Sitkari Kumbhaka as you press your tongue up against the palate of your mouth, without touching the teeth, hissing through your teeth while inhaling as you engage Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyanandoham.
सव्ये दक्षिणगुल्फं तु पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत्.
Next up is Anasuriyasana. From Gomukhasana position, hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra. Gaze to the nose, engage your Dhyana Bandha and Mula Bandha as you visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya.
दक्षिण गोड़ नीचे उठाने, बावों के ऊपर आने.
Next up is Anasuyasana 2. As you interlock your fingers behind your back in Parashva Mudra, lean forward and down, chin over the knee, nose to the ground as you gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya.
गोदा की संधि, उपरेड़ा वागोड़ा की संधि.
Next up is Garudasana 2. As you sit with one heel pressed against your perineum, the other foot flat on the ground in front, with the knee raised to your chest, place the hands on respective knees, gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Lord Garuda. Next up is Narada. You sit and place your perineum on top of the heel. Put the heel of the other foot on top of the foot, which is interlock your fingers behind and twist the raised knee. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as Sage Narada in Naradasana.
इष्टिज वाम पगदली केरी भूपरिता हिलगामी.
Next up is Matsya Pitakasana. As you place one foot on top of the opposite hip, opposite thigh, hold on to the shin with one hand and the big toe with the other hand in Prana Mudra. Gaze to the nose as you visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Lord Vishnu.
वामेन वामांगुष्ठन्तो गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकम्.
Next up is Gomukhasana on the other side. Now slide your knees over top, bring the heels outside the hip, join your hands on top of the knees as you visualize the face of a cow. Still breathe.
सव्ये दक्षिणगुल्फं तु पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत्.
Next up is Anasuriyasana on the other side. As you hold onto the big toes of the feet, visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya.
दक्षिण गोड़ नीचे उठाने, बावों के ऊपर आने.
Interlock your fingers behind your back, lean forward and down. Bring your nose to the ground as you repeat Anasuyasana 2.
जीमणा गोदा की संधि, उपरिड़ा वागोड़ा की संधि.
Now sit on the ground with the other heel against your perineum, opposite leg, opposite foot down, knee raised. In Garudasana 2, visualize yourself as Lord Garuda as you internally chant Om Nithyanandoham.
डावो बगमोड़ी एड़ी माहिलो गुल्भमूलद्वारिणी चैदे.
Now raise your perineum onto the heel and twist your elbows outside of the raised knee with interlocked fingers behind your neck as you visualize yourself as Sage Narada and Naradasana on the other side.
पिष्टिज वाम पगदली केरी भूपरिता हिलगा वेफेरी.
Now repeat Matsya Pitakasana on the other side as you place one foot on top of the opposite thigh, hold onto the shin and the big toe, gaze to your nose and visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Lord Vishnu.
वामेन वामांगुष्ठन्तो गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकम्.
Next up is Matsyendrasana. As you place one foot on top of the opposite thigh, place the other foot flat on the ground. Bring it over top of the knee if you can. And then twist one elbow outside of the raised knee with a hand by the neck, the other hand on the ground behind you. Gaze back and up towards your third eye and visualize Sage Matsyendranath, the master of Hatha Yoga.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्नतः.
Next asana is Kubasana. From Matsyendrasana, twist and bring your elbow outside the knee, extend the arm down to the foot, hold Dana Mudra. As you bring the other hand towards the ear, twist backwards and gaze up towards your third eye, visualizing yourself as a camel in Kubasana.
आसन को गुण झोलो जाए.
Now keep the arm extended forward. As you place the other hand on the ground behind you, twist your body even further, gaze to your third eye, and visualize Sage Matsyendranath in Matsyendrasana too.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीडं जठर प्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्ड रुक्मण्डलखण्डनास्त्रम्.
Now exchange the position of your feet. Place the other foot on top of the opposite thigh, with the opposite knee raised, elbow outside the knee, twisting your body, visualizing Matsyendranath in Matsyendrasana.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्ततः.
Now extend your front arm down to the foot, the other hand on the ear. Visualize yourself as a camel in Kubasana.
आसन को गुण झोलो जाए.
Hold on to the front foot, place the back hand down to the mat as you gaze up and visualize Sage Matsyendranath in Matsyendrasana too.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीडं जठर प्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्ड रुक्मण्डलखण्डनास्त्रम्.
Now place your feet on top of the opposite thighs in Padmasana. Gaze to your nose. Engage all three bandhas, Mahamudra Bandha. As you keep your hands on top of the respective knees, visualize yourself as Lord Shiva and start breathing in Sitali Kumbhaka. Similar to the previous pranayama, you hiss through your teeth while inhaling, but this time you press your tongue against the back of your teeth. Exhale through your nose as you internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
आसनं द्विविधं प्रोक्तं पद्मं वज्रासनं तथा.
Maintain Padmasana. Cross your arms in front of the body and hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra. As you gaze to your nose, visualize yourself as Goddess Parvati, the sword of Lord Shiva. Still breathing in Sitali Kumbhaka, engaging the Mula Bandha. The next asana is Kukutasana. As you sit and place your feet on top of the opposite thighs, place your palms on the ground in between the legs. Place the palms and lift your body off the ground as you visualize yourself as a rooster. Perform the Mula.
पद्मासनं सुसंस्थाप्य नान्वोरोरन्तरे करौ.
Now from Padmasana, rise up onto your knees as you bring your hands onto the ground with the fingers pointing backwards. Lean onto your elbows as you lift your knees off the mat and balance. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and breathe calmly through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka in Bandha Keki Asana.
धरामोष्टभ्यकरद्वयेन तत्कोर्परि स्थापितानाभिपार्श्वः.
Next up is Mayurasana. While on your knees, place your palms on the ground, fingers pointing towards your body. Then lean forward, bring your elbows to the navel. As you find balance, lift your legs off the mat and visualize yourself as a peacock in Mayurasana.
भक्षे महादेव मयूरासनमुत्तमम्.
Now lower your body down the mat with the toes pointing outwards. As you interlock your fingers behind your neck, visualize yourself as a crocodile and perform the Mula Bandha in Makarasana.
अध्यासशेते हृदयं निधाय भूमौ च पादौ च प्रसार्यमानो.
Next up is Shalabhasana. Laying on your stomach, place your hands next to your chest and raise your legs up off the mat, visualizing yourself as a locust.
ध्यासशेते करयुग्मवक्षौ भूमिमौष्टभ्यकरयोस्तलाभ्याम्.
The next asana is Ushtrasana. As you lay on your stomach, hold onto your feet and pull the feet outside the hip down towards the ground. Visualize yourself as a camel as you perform the Mula Bandha.
अध्यासशेते पदयुनिधाय विधृतं कराभ्याम्.
Next up, hold onto the feet, kick the legs back and up and raise your head. Gaze up to your third eye as you visualize yourself as Pinaka, Lord Shiva's bow.
प्रसार्य पादौ भुजदण्डरूपौ करौ च पृष्ठे धृतपादयुग्मम्.
Now raise up into a kneeling position. As you sit in between the heels with the toes touching behind your body, place your hands on top of the thighs, gaze to your third eye, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and internally chant the new japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Bhagasana.
उल्टा मोड़ी पाव दो वैसे बहुरो जुगति करे एक ऐसे.
We are setting up for another inverted posture. So align yourself with a wall or get a partner to aid you. As you sit on the knees, place your elbows on the ground shoulder width apart. Then interlock your fingers, place the crown of your head onto the mat as you hold it with your hands. Walk your feet forward, raise your hips, align your hips with the shoulders and then raise your legs off the ground. Pull your knees in towards your chest as close to the chin as possible. Try to touch your chin with the knees. As you gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha in Gohi Asana.
दो हाथ की कहुनी जोजी पुण्य कलाई जाने दोई.
From Gohi Asana, extend your legs up straight into Shirshasana. Gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
परीतं मण्डलं च द्विधैव विदितं हिनः.
The next asana is Podhyasana. Now sit with your legs extended in front and get ready for a sequence of rapid exhalation in Bhastrika Kumbhaka. Throughout the next few asanas, exhale rapidly from your abdomen without actively inhaling. Let the air flow into your lungs naturally as you push the air out again and again. Now sit with your hands behind the calves and stretch your legs up as you bring your forehead to the knees. Come to a vertical position with your legs and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Podhyasana.
दो हाथ पग बाहर आने घोड़ा तरे काग सीठाने.
Next up is Palakhasana. With your legs extended forward and up at a 45-degree angle, bring your hands behind your back, hold on to opposite shoulders as you gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a mace. Breathe in Bhastrika Kumbhaka.
उत्तानशयनं कृत्वा पादौ मिलित्वा प्रसार्य.
Next up is Naukasana. As you sit and extend your legs out and up at a 45-degree angle, bring your arms extended to the front parallel to the ground or bring your elbows down if required. Gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a boat in Naukasana.
उत्तानशयनं कूर्पराभ्यां भूमिं ष्टभ्य.
Next up is Rudrasana, where you pull your feet towards your chest with the hands scooped underneath, exhaling rapidly in Bhastrika Kumbhaka, visualizing yourself as Lord Rudra as you gaze to your nose.
पगदली संपूर्ण करी हाथस्योपक उचाई.
Now breathe normally as you lay down on your back with the knees raised, feet flat on the ground, palms placed on the ground behind the heels. Now push your hips up high as you contract the perineal region and tuck your chin to the chest in Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha. Perform the Mudra Kumbhaka as you force the air out through the throat lock, leading to a state of swooning. Gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Unmukha Pitasana 2.
ऊर्ध्वे च जानूनि कृत्वा शावित्वोर्ध्वमुखं तथा.
Now lay flat on your back with the palms facing up at the side of your hip in Shavasana. Perform Shakti Chalan Mudra. Pull the Kundalini Shakti up forcefully along your spine, all the way up to the Brahmarandra. As you visualize your body as dead, and Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is liberating you. Internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानं शववद्भूमौ शयनं तु शवासनं शवासनं श्रान्तिहरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारणम्
Now slowly return to your physical body. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles, your elbows and your knees. Lift your knees up towards your chest and rock your body from side to side. As you slowly return to a comfortable seated position. Congratulations for completing the first 108 asanas of the sequence, the Pratama Vinyasa Krama. Let us now move on to the next asanas of this sequence. But first, we would like to request all the participants to please switch on your camera, make sure your room is properly lit, and you are visible on camera. This is a security measure, so please follow along with the guidelines. And we would also like to thank all the participants who are sincerely joining us and participating authentically, you are getting yourself ready to hold the maximum amount of energy from tonight's darshan, bringing the superconscious mutation to yourself, preparing yourself to hold the state, space, powers, being, and superconsciousness of Paramashiva. Now, let us move on to the next asana of the sequence, which is Yathasana Nishthasana. Now, sit in a posture that brings ease to your physical and mental space. Any comfortable posture for you is great. Just place your hands on top of the knees in Bindu Mudra. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Breathe in Samana Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply and hold your breath in the navel region, kindling the digestive fire. As you perform the Mula Bandha and internally chant the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Yathasana Nishthasana.
कं तत्समाख्यातं यथासंस्थं यथा स्थितिः.
Next up is Samasana. As you sit in a cross-legged position, place your hands on the knees in Bindu Mudra and then inhale deeply, hold your breath. Exhale deeply and inhale deeply again and again. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभ्यासो यथा लघु.
Next up is Muktasana. As you place the left foot against the perineal, the genital region, place the right foot over top of the left. With the hands facing downwards on top of your knees, gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as a sage liberated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
निपीड्य सीविनीं सूक्ष्मां दक्षिणेतरगुल्फतः.
Next up is Siddhasana. Maintain the same sitting posture, gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
स्थानुसंयमितेन्द्रियोचलदृशा पश्यन् भ्रुवोरन्तरं चैतन्मोक्षकपातभेदजनकं सिद्धासनं प्रोच्यते.
Next up is Siddhyasana. Maintain the same position. Switch your gaze to the ground in front of you as you engage all three bandhas, Mahamudra Bandha, and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
वामपादकेडीजानो सीवनिमतितासकोठानो.
Next up is Rudrasana 2. As you keep your legs in the same position as Siddhyasana, rotate your hands on top of the knees into Bindu Mudra. Switch your gaze to the third eye, your visualization, to Lord Rudra in Rudrasana 2.
वामचरणपरिदक्षिणराखे एकजुगुदये सेविदिदाखे.
Next up is Santadhunasana. As you maintain the same position, switch your gaze to the nose and embody tranquility and an unshakable nature.
आसन की गुण मन की चलता मीट.
Next up is Siddhasana 2. Now maintain one heel on top of the other as you bring your hands to the navel, cupping one palm over the other, resembling a closed lotus flower. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Siddhasana 2.
ऋजुकाय समासीना सिद्धासनमुदीरितम्.
Next up is Bandha Yoni Asana. As you main one heel on top of the other, set the Sankalpa of manifesting through the womb of creation. Perform the Mula Bandha as you get ready to enter Shanmukhi Mudra, locking all your five senses with your hand. Now exhale deeply and hold your breath as you close your mouth with little and ring finger, the nostrils with the middle fingers, the eyes with the index fingers, and the ears with the thumbs.
यत्र मध्ये महादेव बन्धयोन्यासने शृणु.
The next asana is Virasana. As you place one foot on top of the opposite thigh and the other foot below the opposite thigh, keep your hands in Bindu Mudra and place them on top of the respective knees. embody the state and space of bravery as you perform the Mula Bandha.
एकं पादमथैकस्मिन् विन्यस्योरुणि संस्थितः.
Next up is Valmikasana. As you keep the left heel on the right side of the regenerative organ with the toes underneath the thigh, place the right foot on the left leg with the toes by the knee. Place your hands in Bindu Mudra on top of the knees, gaze to your third eye and visualize Sage Valmiki, the great poet and author of Ramayana, in Valmikasana.
डावा पग की पगतली पुनियेड़ी है जोज.
Next up is Joni Mudrasana. Keep your legs in the same position, rotate your hands on top of the knees, place your palms flat as you gaze to the nose and visualize Yoni Mandala, the visual representation of Devi Paramashiva Shakti.
वामपाद की पगतली जाहि माहिली कोर.
Next up is Yoni Asana. Maintain your body in the same position as you shift your gaze to the third eye, still visualizing Yoni Mandala. Next up is Padurasana 3. As you sit and bring the soles of the feet together, holding them with both hands, bring your knees down towards the ground, gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Lord Veerabhadra as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha in Padurasana 3.
गुल्भौ च वृषणस्यादः सीवन्त्याः पार्श्वयोः क्षिपेत्.
Next up is Aghorasana. As you keep the soles of the feet together in front of your body with the heels at your perineum, press your tongue up against the roof of your mouth or even higher into your nasal tract in Kechari Mudra. Then cover your mouth with the right hand. Close your left nostril with the index finger. Inhale through the right. Hold your breath by locking both nostrils and then exhale through the left. Alternate the nostrils through which you inhale and exhale in Abhyantara Kumbhaka. As you gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as an Aghori in Aghorasana.
पूर्व कहो भिक्षिर का जोई वाही विधि जोगी जय सोजी.
Next up is Kanari Pavasana. As you bring the feet together in front, the toes together and the heels apart, place your elbows on top of the heels, rest your chin on the palms, gaze to your nose and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. As you exhale fully and hold your breath in Rijaka Kumbhaka, visualize yourself as a female elephant drinking water.
है जैसे याहू में जाने विदित से.
Next up is Padasana. Now sit with the knees raised, arms between the thighs and calves as you interlace your fingers in Parashu Mudra. Gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
एतयेत् वायुं मृदुनिश्वास संयुतम्.
The next asana is Gopi Chandasana. Interlace your fingers around the feet with the soles together, toes at the groove of your throat, with the heels touched to your chest. Place your chin on the hands and gaze to your nose as you embody the state and space of a king.
पूर्व विधि पगा का अंगूठा कंठ को पराशे.
Next up is Uddarasana. As you sit with the soles of the feet together, insert your hands underneath your legs and hold the feet with interlocked fingers. Now bring the feet up towards your chest. Bring your head down, touch the chin to the soles as you gaze to your nose. Visualize your body free from any defects.
द्वौ भगदली सम्पुटटाने उभयहस्तकरयोर्दहिताने.
From the same position, lift your feet even higher. Bring them in front of your face. With the interlocked fingers above your forehead, visualize yourself excelling in everything in Vishishtasana.
द्वौ भगदली जोड़ी संपुट करे.
The next asana is Pujasana. From the seated position, lift both legs over top of the respective shoulders. Bring your arms underneath the legs and up, interlacing your fingers around the back of your neck. Visualize yourself as a cobra as you perform the Mula Bandha.
शिरासनं तु विज्ञेयं कक्षासनमतः परम्.
The next asana is Kalyanasana. As you maintain a seated posture, raise your legs up, bring your elbows under the knees and wrap your arms around your back with the palms clasped. Gaze to your nose, visualize yourself as a beautiful, auspicious goddess as you perform the Mula Bandha.
दो हाथ पगों बीच आने, तिनको गोड़ा नीचे ठाने.
Next up is Sankatasana. As you sit with the left foot flat on top of the left heel, stack the other knee over top with the right heel against the left hip. Place your hands on top of opposite knees as you visualize yourself as an elegant swan, breathing in Ujjayi Pranayama, making an ocean-like sound with your mouth, performing the Mula Bandha.
वामपादं चितेर्मूलं सन्न्यस्य धरणीतले.
Gaze forward without focusing on any external objects. As you slide the left heel outside the hip, sit down on the ground, bring your hands on the top knee, visualize a cow in your inner space and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha in Dhenukasana.
अनुषागी नगर पंचडं वृषीलिंद कल्यम्नी.
Next up is Machandrasana. Now place the right foot on the left thigh and the left foot on the right knee. Bring the left hand behind your body and twist your body as you place your hands on opposite thighs. Gaze to your third eye, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha in Machandrasana.
वामजंग प्रदक्षिणाने वामहस्तविष्टि दिशाने.
Untwist your body, maintain the feet in the same position as you hold onto the feet and lean forward and down, bringing the forehead onto the ground. Visualize Swamiji, engage all three bandhas in Machandrasana too.
प्रथम जीवन चरण जोजी वामजंग परिराखे सोजी.
Now raise back up, maintain your feet in the same position as you interlock your fingers and place them on the top knee. Engage Mahamudra Bandha as you visualize Swamiji, your Guru, in your inner space in Guru Asana.
पूर्वमूले इतरपादस्य कनिष्ठिका प्रदेशगुल्भं संस्थाप्य.
Now repeat Sankatasana on the other side as you stack your knees and sit on the right heel with the right foot flat. Bring your hands on opposite knees and visualize yourself as an elegant swan.
वामपादं चितेर्मूलं सन्न्यस्य धरणीतले.
Now slide the right heel outside the hip. Bring your hands on top of the knee. Visualize a cow in your inner space as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha in Dhenukasana on the other side.
अनुषागी नगर पंचडं वृषीलिंद कल्यम्नी.
Now place the left foot on the right thigh and the right foot on the left knee. Bring the right arm behind your back as you twist your body and hold on to opposite thighs. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Machandrasana on the other side.
वामजंग प्रदक्षिणटाने वामहस्तविष्टि दिशाने.
Untwist your body, hold onto the feet and lean forward and down in Machandasana too.
प्रथम जीमन चरण जुजोयी वामजंग परिराखे सोयी.
Now interlock your fingers and place them on the top knee as you engage all three bandhas and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Guru Asana.
ऊरुमूले इतरपादस्य कनिष्ठिका प्रदेशगुल्भं संस्थाप्य.
Next up is Parshasana. As you sit with the feet flat on the ground, knees against your chest as you hold them with opposite hands. Gaze to your third eye, keep your tongue up in Kechari Mudra, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
पादतले भूमो निधाय जानु निवृत्ति निधाय.
Now hold on to opposite wrists, place your chin down on the knees, gaze to your nose and visualize being in an abode of bliss in Bodhashokasana.
दो बगदली भूपरि धरे कोरमा हिलिए से करे.
Next up is Kudakatasana. As you bring your arms underneath the knees, hold on to opposite elbows. Gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
दो हाथ बग बाहर लियावे गोड़ा नीचे ले टहरावे.
Keep holding on to the elbows as you cross your ankles in front, right foot over top with the toes pointing upwards, gazing at the nose as you visualize the great sage and Maharishi Sumati in Sumati Asana.
मूलद्वारी धरती परिठाने डाबा पग परिदश पद आने.
Next up is Dandasana. As you extend your feet away from the body, straight out in front, interlock your fingers and raise your arms up above your head with the wrists pointing outwards. Gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and engage all three bandhas, Mahamudra Bandha.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभ्यासो यथा लघु.
The next asana is Arambhasana. As you sit with your legs straight, hold the big toes in Prana Mudra. As you lean your chest forward and down, bring your head to the knees. Inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right in Nadi Shodhana. Change the sides. Control the flow of your breath as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दो वो पग मिलीवा पसारी पगा का अंगूठा पकड़ी लीलाट गोड़ा लगावे.
Next up is Pidokasana. As you sit with your legs straight, extend your knees slightly upwards. Keep one hand distance between your heels as you bring your shoulders down. Wrap your hands in and around the legs and hold on to the soles of the feet from the outside. Gaze to your third eye, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha in Pidokasana.
प्रथम बैसी दो पाव पसारी कछुक ऊर्ध को कुरडो डारे.
Next up is Jalandhari Pavasana. As you extend both legs out with the heels together, place your chin on top of the heels. Insert your hands below the legs. Keep the elbows down with the palms facing upwards. Gaze to your nose. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
दो एड़ी मेली के दीजिए हाथ पसारी.
Next up is Urdhva Paschimottanasana. Sit and extend both legs out. Lift one foot behind the neck if you can. Otherwise, you can bring it over your shoulder or pull it towards your chest. As you lean forward and down as in Paschimottanasana, hold onto the foot with both hands and visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform Pratyahara Pranayama, where you focus on the 9 points along your body, the prana flowing up through those 9 points. The points are the soles of the feet, the regenerative organs, the navel, the heart, the throat, the uvula, the third eye, the top of your forehead, and the crown of your head, the Brahmarandha. Those are the points revealed by Mahadeva. As you perform the Mula Bandha, pushing the prana up, internally chant the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पश्चिमतानवत् संस्थितिं कृत्वा एकं पादं ग्रीवायां धृत्वा तिष्ठेत्.
Now from Urdhva Paschimottanasana, lean back and straighten your spine with the foot still behind your back. Hold onto the foot with the opposite hand. As you gaze to the nose, visualize yourself as being infinite, endless, eternal, Ananta. as you perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानशयनी एकैकं पायिग्रीवायां विन्यस्य.
Now, as you maintain your grip on your foot, roll to the side of the hand holding onto the foot. Rest on the side as you gaze to your nose and feel in complete control in Ankushasana.
उत्तानशयित एकैकं पादं ग्रीवायां कुर्वन्.
Next up is Drishasana. Now lay on your back and pull your knees to the chest as you rock your body from side to side, relaxing your spine after this intense stretch. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you visualize the prana flowing up along your body.
उत्तानशयनं जानुनी हृदयवष्टम्भ.
Now sit up and repeat Urdhva Paschimottanasana on the other side. Bring the other foot behind your neck, hold onto the front foot, lean forward and down, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
पश्चिमतानवत्संस्थितिं कृत्वा एकं पादं ग्रीवायां धृत्वा तिष्ठेत्.
Now repeat Anantasana on the other side as you lay down on your back with the foot behind your neck, holding onto the foot with the opposite hand.
उत्तानशयनी एकैकं पायिग्रीवायां विन्यस्य.
Now roll to the side as you repeat Ankushasana on the other side. Feel in complete control.
उत्तानशयित एकैकं पादं ग्रीवायां कुर्वन्.
The next asana is Yoga Nidrasana. As you lay on your back, lift your legs one by one up behind your head. Hold your hands behind your back as you gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space performing the Mula Bandha.
पादाभ्यां वेष्टयेत् कण्ठं हस्ताभ्यां पृष्ठबन्धनम्.
Next up is Atma Ramasana. While laying on your back, raise your legs towards your head, wrap your hands around your legs and interlace your fingers behind your neck. Gaze to your nose as you visualize Lord Vishnu blessing you from within.
आत्मा राम आसन प्रथम सूधो सोवे.
The next asana is Kuchikasana. As you lay on your back with the knees towards your chest, soles facing up, place your arms extended sideways. Gaze to your third eye as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दो हाथ सीधा सा करे 300 उबे सफा करे.
The next asana is Jathala Parivritti. This asana consists of 3 steps. We are going to perform all 3 steps and then repeat them on the other side as well. First, hold the visualization of Swamiji in your inner space. Perform the Pratyahara Kumbhaka as you engage the Mula Bandha and enter a neutral position. Pulling the knees up towards your chest with the arms extended at the sides. This is where we're going to return to after we perform all 3 steps. Now place one knee down to the mat and extend the opposite leg down. This is the first step. Then bring both knees bent to the side. Second step. Then extend both legs to the side, holding onto the feet and gazing away from the feet. Third step.
परिवृत्ते कुक्ष भागे त्रिदाहि परिकीर्तितः.
Now return to the neutral position with your arms extended, knees raised towards the chest. Then Place one knee to the side, other leg down. Bring both knees bent to the side. Then extend both legs to the side as you gaze away from the feet.
परिवृत्ति कुक्षभागे त्रिधा हि परिकीर्तितः.
Next up is the Dvipadapitam. As you lay on your back with the feet flat, hold on to the ankles with your hands and push your hips up. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as sturdy as a bridge as you engage Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha, breathing in Mudra Kumbhaka.
प्रतिक्रियायुतं द्वन्द्वपीठे सर्वबलप्रदम्.
Next up is Paryankasana. As you lay on your back, place your feet flat on the mat and bring your arms over your head as you place your hands flat on the mat as well. With the fingers pointing towards your feet, lift your entire body up off the ground, visualizing yourself as sturdy as stone furniture.
उत्तानशयनं हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिं पष्टभ्यः पादतलाभ्यां भूमिं धृत्वा.
Next up is Shvotanasana. As you lay on your back, bring your knees to the chest and place your hands on the shoulders as you move your hips in a circular motion. Visualize yourself as a dog, playfully rolling around on its back.
शरीरं संस्थाप्य जानुनी सम्मील्य नाभुवानीय.
Next up is the Viparita Karani. As you lay supine with your hips and legs raised straight, keep your hands flat on the mat. Balance in this position as you start rotating your hips in a circular motion. Move your feet above your body. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, perform Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha.
भूतले सशिरो दत्त्वा घेनये चरणद्वयम्.
Now stop the movement of your legs as you perform Viparita Karani too.
करणी विपरीताख्या सर्वाधिव्याधिनाशिनी.
Now lower your legs down. As you lay on your back, lift your hips and take your feet over your head with the toes on the ground. Hands stretched on the ground behind your back with the palms clasped. Rest on your neck and shoulders as you visualize yourself as a plow in Langalasana.
नरकासने स्थित्वा नासिकाप्रदेशे भूमौ पादपृष्ठे स्थाप्य.
Next up is Shaita Paschimottanasana. From the same position, hold on to your feet. Keep your arms and legs straight. This is one of the 84 asanas revealed directly by Lord Paramashiva himself.
शयित्वात् कुर्वीत शयितपश्चिमतानकम्.
Next up is Supta Konasana. From the same position, bring your hips over top of the shoulders and spread your legs wide. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha.
परिवृत्ते कुक्षिभागे त्रिधा हि परिकीर्तितः.
Next up is Chakrasana. Now visualize yourself as a chakra, a wheel, as you hold on to the ankles of your feet and roll onto your back. Keep your arms and legs straight.
शवासनस्तद्वौ पादौ कुर्यान्मस्तकतः परौ.
Next up is Supta Prasarita Parangushtasana. As you lay on your back, with your legs up vertical, hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra, and then open your legs wide to the side as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च भरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Next up is Supta Parangushtasana. Holding onto the big toes, keep your legs vertical above your body, arms straight. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च भरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Next up is Matsyasana. From Supta Parangushtasana, move your legs into Padmasana. Lay on your back, hold onto the opposite elbows over the top of your head. Gaze to your nose and visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Lord Vishnu.
मुक्तपद्मासनं कृत्वा उत्तानशयनं चरेत्.
Next up is Parasharamasana. As you lay on your back with your legs in Padmasana, place the backside of the right hand onto the left palm. Gaze to your nose and visualize Lord Rama in your inner space.
प्रथमकरे पद्मासन आचे सूधो सोवे भूपरिपाचे.
Next up is Sarvangasana. While laying on your back with your legs in Padmasana, lift your hips and legs up. With your hands supporting the hips, elbows on the floor, tuck your chin to the chest, gaze to your nose as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Perform Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha.
अथवा क्षेत्र संक्षेपात् सर्वांगासनम् उत्तमम्.
Next up is Vrishchikasana. As you lay on your back, place one foot on top of the opposite thigh. Lift the other knee towards your chest as you extend both arms up above your head with the hands hooked forward, visualizing yourself as a scorpion.
प्रथमशयन सूधो शीर्षकेशिकी संधि सुदाखे.
Now exchange the position of your feet as you repeat Vrishchikasana on the other side.
प्रथमशयन सूधो शीर्षकेशिकी संधि सुदाखे.
The next asana is Vrishapada Kshipasana. As you lay on your back, interlace your fingers around your neck, lift both feet off the ground, extending one leg one by one, pulling the other knee towards the chest. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space, breathe calmly through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka as you keep the Mula Bandha engaged.
उत्तानशयनं कृत्वा अङ्गुलिभ्यः कन्दरां बद्ध्वा.
Next up is Maruttanasana. As you lay on your back, lift your legs one by one, touching the ears with your knees as you keep your hands at the side of your body. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
श्रोतानवत् संस्थितिः कृत्वा जानुद्वयं पर्यायेन कर्णयोः संस्पृशेत्.
The next asana is a Vrikasana. While laying on your back, place the soles of the feet flat on the ground. Stand up and sit back down while visualizing yourself as a wolf.
उत्तानशयनं कृत्वा पादतलाभ्यां भूमिं धृत्वा.
The next asana is Luthasana. As you lay on your back, quickly throw your legs above your head and completely roll over. Finish in a prone position after you repeat this again and again.
उत्तानशयनं पादौ शिरौ उल्लङ्घ्य.
Now lay down flat on your stomach as you keep the hands flat by your shoulders. Contract your lips and make the sound of a flute whistling while inhaling. Visualize yourself as a chariot, carrying warriors into a battle for Dharma on your chariot back in Sarathasana.
नुब्जशयनं कृत्वा नाभिं भूमौ निधाय.
Next up is Dehalyulanganasana. As you place your palms on the mat in a plank position, jump your legs forward and back between your arms. Visualize yourself transcend body and mind as you perform the Mula Bandha.
हस्तद्वयं बद्ध्वा तन्मध्यचरणद्वयम् उड्डानैव बहिरानीय.
Next up is Chatyasana. From a standing position, bend forward and place your hands on the mat. Walk back and forth while visualizing yourself as a wise 60-year-old elephant.
जात्यासनं वक्ष्ये येन जातिस्मरो भवेत्.
Next up is the Lolitika Karana. Stand with the knees bent, feet pointing outwards. As you bend your elbows and keep your hands at the chest level, rotating around your body. Open your chest as you lean backwards and rotate your head in all directions. The next asana is Sadapasana. As you stand straight on the mat, tie your feet and keep your arms at the side of your body. Visualize your Kundalini Devi rising and curling upwards around your body. As the Kundalini Shakti is awakened in this posture, many siddhas and yogis stand in this posture the whole night to have their Kundalini awakened. All it takes for us is the glimpse of the avatar, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, our Guru, Swamiji. Get ready for the Kundalini awakening during tonight's darshan. But first, let us perform Sadapasana.
सर्पासनं वक्ष्ये वायुपाणाय केवलं शरीरं दण्डवत् तिष्ठेत् रज्जुबन्धस्तु पादयोः.
Now untie your feet if you tied them previously, and let's move on to Ushtra Sadhanasana. As you stand, place all fingers on the mat and then stand on your hands. Walk around on the mat while visualizing yourself as a camel.
प्रदेशेन भूमौ निधाय उपरिपादतले संस्थाप्य.
Next up is Ashvasana. From the same position, hold onto the feet from the outside and walk around while visualizing yourself as a horse.
मुष्टिकनिष्ठिका प्रदेशेन भूमौ निधाय उपरिपादतले संस्थाप्य.
Next up is Kapota Nitakasana. As you stand straight with the feet together, interlace your hands behind your back in Parusha Mudra and pull them down towards your calves. Open up your chest wide as you visualize yourself as a soaring bird diving headfirst.
पादतले भूमौ निधाय पृष्ठभागेन हस्तौ जङ्घापर्यन्तं नीत्वा.
Next up is the Tala Pushpaputam Karana. Now stand tall with the palms together in Namaskara Mudra. Gently bend your knees and keep the toes pointing outwards. As you bend, bow down to the sides. Open up your palms, raise the heel of the respective foot, visualizing that you're holding a bouquet of flowers and offering it to Paramashiva. The next asana is Khadgasana. As you visualize yourself as a rhinoceros, gaze through your nose, perform the Mula Bandha, and then lay down on your stomach and immediately jump your feet back up. Stand and bring your arms in Namaskara Mudra. Pointing forward, visualize that this is the horn of the rhinoceros.
नुजसरतमासनं कृत्वा पादतलाभ्यां भूमिं धृत्वा.
Next up is the Uttanottanam. Sit down all the way or as low as you can towards the ground. As you stand back up again and again, gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space, breathe calmly through your nose in Sahaja Kumbhaka, and perform the Mula Bandha. You can hold weights if you want to intensify this asana.
पुनः पुनः उत्थातव्यमसितव्यम् इति उत्थानोत्थानं भवति.
Next up is Musalasana. As you stand up straight, raise your arms over your head and jump repeatedly, visualizing yourself as a mace.
सरलं स्थित्वा ऊर्ध्वं बाहु नजेत्.
Next up is Uchir Shakasana. From a standing position, pull the sole of one foot towards your belly. With the other leg, sit down and stand back up, alternating on both sides as you gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
हस्त एकैकं पादतलं कुक्षं निधाय तिष्ठेत् उच्छीर्षकं भवति.
Next up is the Parshvajanukarana. Now stand, keep one leg slightly bent with the toes pointing outwards. Pull the other knee towards your chest, hold it with a hand in a fist as you place the other hand on the hip with the fingers pointing inwards towards your body. Next up is Tandavasana. You can hold weights to intensify this asana as you visualize yourself fiercely dancing as Lord Shiva. Extend your arms forward and lift one leg straight forward as you sit down and stand back up. Perform the Mula Bandha.
केन पादेन स्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति.
Next up is Brahmanasana. As you bring one foot to the opposite hip, to the opposite thigh, keep your hands hanging down, relaxed by your body. Visualize Lord Brahma blessing you from within.
ब्राह्मणासनमावक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा ब्राह्मणो भवेत्.
Next up is Garudasana 3. As you stand tall and wrap the left leg over the right knee, bring the toes underneath the leg, outside of the other side. Bring the left arm below the right and place your hands in Namaskara Mudra as you visualize yourself as Lord Garuda in Garudasana 3.
अनगूर्मपीठं च संहस्गारुडमेव च.
Next up is Ekapadasana. As you stand straight on the right leg, lift the left foot on top of the opposite thigh. Keep your hands relaxed by the knees as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दक्षाङ्घ्रिं वामपादस्य जङ्घोपरि निधाय च.
Next up is Dhruvasana, the pole star posture. Now stand on one leg and hold on to the opposite big toe. As you extend the leg out to the side, rotate your body on the standing leg, visualizing yourself as the North Pole Star.
एकेन हस्तेन दण्डरूपस्य एकस्य पादस्य अग्रं धृत्वा.
Next up is Trivikramasana. Standing on one leg, lift the other leg behind your neck and stand tall. If you can't bring the leg up behind your neck, try to bring it over your shoulder or pull it towards your chest. As you then sit down and stand back up, perform the 3 steps of Lord Vishnu.
ग्रीवायां पादं संस्थाप्य स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यं त्रिविक्रमासनं भवति.
Now repeat Parshvajanukarana on the other side. Now repeat Tandavasana on the other side. Hold weights if you want to intensify the asana as you visualize yourself fiercely dancing as Lord Shiva.
एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति.
Now repeat Brahmanasana on the other side as you visualize Lord Brahma blessing you from within.
आसनमावक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा ब्राह्मणो भवेत्.
Now repeat Garudasana 3 on the other side as you intertwine arms and legs, hands in Namaskara Mudra, visualizing yourself as Lord Garuda.
तानगूर्मपीठं च संहस्गारुडमेव च.
Next up is Ekapadasana. As you bring one foot on top of the opposite hip, visualize Swamiji in your inner space, hands hanging down by the knees.
दक्षाङ्घ्रिं एकेन हस्तेन दण्डरूपस्य एकस्य पादस्य अग्रं धृत्वा
Now lift your other foot behind your neck as you stand tall, sit down, stand back up, visualizing Lord Vishnu blessing you from within into the Vikramasana.
ग्रीवायां पादं संस्थाप्य स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यं त्रिविक्रमासनं भवति.
Next up is the Samanaka Karana. Now stand with your heels together, toes pointing outwards, arms outside of your body, fingers extended one by one in a natural posture. Relax your body after this intense sequence of asanas as we enter the final 100 asanas of this sequence. Starting with Gorak Anjali Asana. From a standing position, bend forward and bring both hands underneath the knees. Make a finger lock with your hands and sit in. As you let the finger lock touch your navel, visualize the great sage Goraknath, founder of the Natha Yoga Hindu Sampradaya. As you inhale deeply, hold your breath and push the prana up and down and through your limbs within your system forcefully in Jiva Chara Kumbhaka.
प्रथमे बो होए बाहुरी नीच पुनि होवे.
Next up is Kanchi Asana. Insert your hands between the thighs and calves and wrap them around behind your butt. Squat down, hold your hands behind in Parashva As you keep your chest upright, visualize Swamiji in your inner space, perform the Jiva Chala Kumbhaka, engage Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ऊर्मध्यात् हस्तौ निवेश्य नितम्बं धृत्वा पादतलाभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्य तिष्ठेत् काञ्च्यासनं भवति.
Next up is Bhairava Asana. As you bring your feet together, sit in a squatting posture with the heels touching your perineum. Hold your hands at the back in Parusha Mudra. Sit upright, gaze to the navel as you visualize Bhagavan Kala Bhairava, the Lord of Time.
दो पग की थलिया की माहिली कोर मिला जी फना पानी उकड़ मोड़ वैसे.
The next asana is Varahasana. As you squat all the way down to the ground, keep your feet together, toes apart, bring your elbows up close to your head with the palms joined over your back facing downward. Gaze to your nose as you visualize a ball, which is one of the 10 incarnations of Mahavishnu.
पागथली की माहिली कोर मिलाई फना पानी उकड़ मोड़ वैसे.
Next up is Prapitasana. Now, with your heels touching, hold onto the big toes and bring your hips to the same level as your knees. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
पार्श्वद्वय सम्मील्य स्थित्वा नितम्बं जानुप्रदेश आनीय.
Next up is Bakasana. As you place your hands on the mat, fingers wide, place your knees onto the back of your arms and lift your feet off the ground. As you visualize yourself as a crow, perform the Jiva Chala Kumbhaka.
हस्ताभ्याम् अवनिमष्टभ्य जानुद्वयं नाभौ सम्मील्य.
Next up is Sushtanga Kapali Asana. As you kneel down, place your head on the ground and spread your palms for support as you raise your body onto your head and cross your legs into Padmasana. Gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
आसन गोगुण कपाल आछौ होई.
Gently lower your body back down. Come to a kneeling position. As you keep your toes touching behind your body and keep the heels outside of the hip. Hands on top of the thighs. Gaze to your nose and visualize you are sitting in the secret seat with Paramashiva and Guru in Guptasana.
नोर्वरन्तरे पादौ कृत्वा पादौ च गोपयेत्.
The next asana is Vrikshasana too. Now place your hands flat on the ground and walk your feet forward as you raise your body up into a handstand. You can use the support of a wall if needed, or have a partner by your side to aid you. This asana should be practiced by everyone to purify the 7 chakras. Now visualize yourself as a tree with deep roots into the ground as you perform the Mula Bandha and calmly breathe through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka.
जानुर्भोरन्तरे पादौ उत्तानो व्यक्तसंस्थितौ.
Next up is Shiva Asana. From the handstand position, join your hands and feet closer together. Gaze to your third eye as you visualize Tejas energy flowing to your third eye, rejuvenating your body and bringing the divine radiance to your being.
दो पग जोड़ी माही गुल्फ मिलाए.
Next up is Matsya Asana too. From the plank position, with your hands shoulder width apart, feet extended backward, lower your body down and push it back up again and again. As you visualize yourself as a fish, perform the Mula Bandha.
शयनं कुर्पर पार्श्वभागाय मूर्धकृत्य.
Next up is Sarvasana too. As you now lay down flat on your stomach with the toes pointing down towards the ground, place your hands on top of the hips and raise your chest to the left and right, visualizing and moving your body like a snake as you perform the Mula Bandha.
निब्जशयनं कृत्वा हस्तौ नितम्बं संस्थाप्य.
Next up is Niralambanasana. As you lay on your belly with the toes pointing backwards, place your elbows on the ground and keep your hands in Padma Mudra, the lotus posture. Place your chin on your hands. Feel self-supported and completely independent.
नाभ्यां पङ्कजं कृत्वा तिष्ठेत् कुर्परया सुधीः.
Next up is, as you lie on your stomach, place your hands flat on the ground and extend your arms, lifting your chest up as you bend the knees and bring the feet up towards your upper back. Lift your chin, gaze up as you visualize yourself as an umbrella, protecting your Guru from the sun rays.
स्थित्वा हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्य.
Next up is Vajrasana. As you sit in a kneeling posture with the perineum on the heels, stretch your arms out in front and bring your forehead to the ground. Gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Vajra, the weapon of Indra, symbolizing your indestructibility. As you perform the Mula Bandha and internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभो.
Next up is Meshasana. Now place your hands flat on the ground, shoulder width apart, and raise your hips up high. Alternate striking the ground with the one hand as you visualize yourself as powerful as a ram.
गजासन संस्थितौ एकैकं बाहुं भूमौ ताडयेत्.
From Meshasana, jump your legs up and slowly bring your face towards the ground in Ajasana. Visualize yourself as unborn, existing for all eternity.
गजासन संस्थितौ पादद्वयमन्तराळे कृत्य.
Next up is Dhanantarasana. As you sit with the legs together, interlace your fingers around the toes. As you pull the feet towards your perineum and then place your hands on the respective knees. Gaze straight and forward to your nose. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
पूर्व विधि हाताकी काकसीस्यो फणाशरा मोड़ी.
Now make an ocean-like sound with your mouth as you perform the Angamottanam. Interlace your fingers in front and then behind you, moving the hands up and down, left and right, giving massage to various different joints and muscles of your body. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space, perform the Mula Bandha.
हस्तयो अंगुली बद्वा हस्तयोर मध्यात् सर्वांगम निष्कासयित्वा.
The next asana is Garudasana form. As you sit on the heels in Vajradasana, keep your feet turning out to the sides. As you keep your thighs and knees resting on the ground, your spine straight, hands on top of the knees. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda, flying Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi on his back from the Mula Bandha.
जंगोरुभ्यां धरां पीड्य स्थिरकायो द्विजानुना जानु परिकरद्वन्द्व गरुडासनमुच्यते.
Next up is Ananda Mandirasana. As you sit with the legs folded back, toes pointing backwards, with the knees wide, hands holding onto the respective ankles, keep the front of your buttocks on the ground, gaze to your third eye, and visualize yourself residing in the blissful space of a temple.
अथवक्षे वीरनाथ आनन्दमन्दिरासनं यत्कृत्वा अमरो धीरो भवत्येवेह साधकः.
Next up is Mandukasana 2. As you sit with your knees wide, feet overlapping on your ankles, place your hands under the knees and nose. Place your tongue up against the palate of your mouth in Manduki Mudra. As you visualize yourself as a frog, perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha in Mandukasana 2.
पृष्ठं सम्पीड्य गुल्फाभ्यां जान्वङ्गे सवलयाकृतिः हस्तौ पादतले क्षिप्तो मण्डूकं पाददोषहृत्.
Next up is Narasimhasana. As you keep your toes on the mat, heels up and together, place your perineum on the heels. Place your palms on the ground, spread your fingers wide, keep your thumbs touching the base of your hand, touching the toes. Gaze to your nose, stick out your tongue and exhale forcefully as you visualize Narasimha, the lion man avatar.
दोवु भणा पाणी होय वैसे एडी मेलर गुदा निवैसे.
Next up is as you remain seated in the same position, make a hollow of your palms and place it over your mouth. Keep your thumbs under the teeth. As you close your lips, inhale through the right nostril and exhale through your mouth. Gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as Devi, victorious over any and all minuscule fears you might have.
दोवु पगागी एडी जोइदी गोडा फनो बान पुनि होई.
Next up is Makadasana. As you keep the soles of the feet together and place the top of your feet on the ground, sit on your heels and bend your elbows, bringing the fingers to your armpits, imitating as if you were a monkey stretching itself. Now visualize yourself as a playful monkey as you gaze towards your third eye.
दोवु पगतली संपुट आनेमि परिठाने.
Next up is Vajrasanghasana. As you stand on your toes with the soles of the feet together, knees lifted off the ground, hold your elbows behind your back and gaze to your nose. Embody diamond-like strength for you and your Sangha, your spiritual community.
प्रथम पणा पाणी होय वैसे दोवु एडी गुदा निवैसे.
Next up is Kanjanasana. As you keep the toes down, ankles crossed behind, and sit on your heels, place your palms on the mat at the sides, gaze to your nose, visualize perfect health beyond any and all physical or mental ailments, as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
खञ्जनासनमावक्षे यत्कृत्वा सुस्थिरो भवेत् पृष्ठे पादद्वयं बद्ध्वा हस्तो भूमौ प्रधारयेत्.
Next up is Kurmasana. With your toes flat, cross your feet and place your perineum onto the back of your heels. Keep your knees wide, raised, placed on the ground. Rest your hands on the knees, gaze to your nose, and visualize yourself as a turtle with a stable body and mind to live for centuries.
गुल्फौ च वृषणस्याधो विक्रमेण समाहितौ ऋजुकाय शिरो आसनमितीरितम्.
Next up is Yogasana. With your toes flat, cross your feet and place your perineum onto the back of your heels. Gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
गुदं नियम्य गुल्फाभ्यां विक्रमेण समाहितः.
The next asana is Vijyogasana. As you stand on your knees, cross your ankles behind with the feet near the opposite knee. Hold your calves with your fingers inside and the thumbs outside as you gaze to your third eye and visualize a space of eternal oneness, Advaita, with your Guru.
गोड़ा वामो वो होई गोड़ा आड़ा राखे दोई.
Next up is Ushtrasana 2. In a kneeling position, bend backwards and hold your ankles with your hands. As you keep your arms straight, push your hips forward as you tilt your head back. Visualize yourself as a camel as you perform the Mula Bandha.
मेरुदण्डग्रन्थि दाढ्या संविपाद.
The next asana is Jati Asana. With your heels together, hands on the soles of the feet, slowly lean back. Bring your elbows down to the mat, followed by the back of your head. Gaze to your nose as you experience yourself as a lotus blooming.
दोऊ एडी संपुट करे 16 मूलद्वारित हृदरे.
And next up is Virattasana. As you sit on the knees with the thighs and calves together, lean back and touch your back to the ground, then rise back up again and again. You can use the support of your hands if needed. As you gaze to the nose and visualize the healing and liberation of all causal subtle forms of your body.
जंगा पृष्ठभूमौ निधाय जंगोदरयोः ऊर्णी संस्थाप्य.
The next asana is Kapotasana. From Virattasana, raise your hips up higher. Place your forearms on the mat and hold the back of your heels. As you bring your head in between the feet, visualize yourself as a beautiful dove.
मेरुदण्डग्रन्थि दाढ्या संविपादयिषु पुमान्.
Next up is Vara. As you stand upright on your knees, with the toes tucked, hold your arms with opposite hands. Gaze to your nose as you enter the boon-fulfilling posture. Receive your boon from Paramashiva as you internally chant the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
जानुनी भूमौ संस्थाप्य हस्ताभ्यां बाहु परस्परं धृत्वा.
Next up is Varahasana 2. As you keep your knees together and the toes tucked, lean forward and bring your elbows to the mat. As you hold your head with your hands, rest your head on your hands and place your butt on the heels as you visualize yourself as Varaha, the boar avatar of Lord Vishnu.
सूर्यं चन्द्रं भेदनानि आसनानि निकथ्यते.
Next up is Mundasana. We're going to enter another inverted posture, so place yourself in front of a wall if needed. As you kneel down and place your elbows on the ground, shoulder width apart, interlock your fingers, support your head as you walk your hips forward, aligning them with the shoulders. As you stretch your legs up straight, visualizing yourself as a lopped tree Gazing to the nose, breathing calmly in Sahaja Kumbhaka as you engage the Mula Bandha.
अधोमुण्डासनं वक्षे सर्वेषां प्राणिनां सुखम्.
Next up is Andhasana. Now place your head in between the knees and hold onto your head as you place the elbows outside of the knees. Gaze through your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
प्रथम पगदली समटारावे कोरमाहिली उबे मिलावे.
Next up is Viparita Shalabhasana. As you lie on your belly, with the arms extended straight out, lift your thighs and arms and chest off the ground, holding onto weights if you want to intensify this asana. Visualize yourself as a locust.
शलभासन भेदाश्च नटभेरुण्ड नामके गण्डभेरुण्ड सहिते शीर्षदण्डासनं तथा.
Next up is Kapalasana. As you lay on your belly, with the arms at the side, palms facing down, place your forehead on the ground and keep your chest on the mat. As you lift your legs up together, visualizing a skull representing the mind with purified thoughts and the strong will to attain enlightenment. In Kapalasana.
कपालं भूमो निधाय ऊर्ध्वं पादौ नयेत्.
Next up is Akasha Kapotasana. As you lay on your stomach with the hands behind on the mat, keep the hands flat and push your legs up over top of your head. Try to place your feet on the ground in front of your face as you visualize yourself as a free and open dove and perform the Mula Bandha.
उष्ट्रासने स्थित्वा चरणौ भूमेरुत्थाप्य.
Next up is Chatakasana. As you sit on the knees, bring your chest down so your navel touches the knees. Hands flat on the mat in front, forearms on the ground. Be sturdy as you visualize yourself as a sparrow.
कूर्पपर्यन्तौ हस्तौ धरामोष्टभ्याम्.
Next up is Vrishikasana too. As you kneel down with your hands and elbows on the mat, raise your legs, bend your back to touch your feet to your head. Lift your chin and hold as you visualize yourself as a scorpion in Vrishikasana too.
इच्छेव पुच्छप्रतिमाङ्घ्रिपार्श्वे धृत्वा स्वशीर्षे जीवकं विधार्यकौ.
Next up is Vrishasana. As you sit with your perineum on one heel, keep the other foot pointing outwards outside of the hip. Visualize yourself as a bull as you keep your hands in front and breathe in Antarangaka Kumbhaka. Inhale forcefully. Hold your breath and then slowly exhale through your nose as you perform the Mula Bandha.
गुल्फे पादमूले वामभागे पदेतरम्.
Next up is Lolasana. With your palms spread in front of the body, lift your knees off the ground, cross the left toes over top of the right as you balance, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
लोलासनं सदा कुर्यात् वायुलोलापघातनात्.
From Lolasana, place your perineum straight on the opposite heel as you repeat Vrishasana on the other side, visualizing yourself as a bull.
याम्य गुल्फे पादमूले वामभागे पदेतरम्.
Next up is Bala Gunasana. Now place the toes of the left foot to the ground as you sit down on the left heel. Keep the right foot flat in front with the knee raised towards your chest, hands on the respective knees, spine straight. Visualize Bala Gunahai, which is one of the 84 asanas, 84 siddhas, and gaze forward in Vaishnavi Mudra without focusing on any of the external objects. Only focus on the object within.
आसन कौगुन जल विकार जाई.
Next up is Grahasana. As you squat with the feet flat on the mat, the elbows underneath the thighs as you wrap your hands around the shins from the outside. Hold onto your ankles from the outside, visualizing yourself as the entire planet. Bhuma Devi.
पादतले भूमौ संस्थाप्य जानुमध्ये कूर्परौ स्थाप्य
Next, repeat Balagunasana on the other side. As you place the right toes down, sit down on the right heel. Keep the left foot flat with the knee raised towards your chest, hands on the knees, visualizing Balagunahai in your inner space.
आसन को गुण जल विकार जाई.
The next asana is Utkatasana. You can hold on to weights if you want to intensify this asana. As you sit, as you squat on your toes with the heels up, knees off the mat, perineum on the heels, hands on the respective knees. Keep your spine straight. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
युजास्पिजोस्ति यत ऊर्वजानो यत्रासने पादतलद्वयोपरि.
Next up is Vajra Sangharasana 2. As you sit on the toes with the perineum on the heels, the soles together, keep your knees wide and lift them off the ground. Hold onto the opposite elbows behind your bed as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
प्रथम प्रणापाणी होए जैसे दो एड़ी गुदानी वैसे.
Next up is Anilasana. Now squat or sit with the feet hip width apart. Place your palms flat on the ground and step your heels onto your hands. Keep your arms straight. Gaze to the nose as you visualize you are able to live off of air alone.
दो हाथ भूमि पर इकट्ठाने कहुनी जाड़ी नाभि लग आने.
Next up is Parukasana. As you place your hands on the mat with the fingers pointing towards your body, step your feet on top of the hands and wrap them around the feet like a shoe. Walk around on the mat. Visualize yourself wearing padukas walking across India.
हस्ततयोः पादतले कृत्वा तिष्ठेत गच्छेत् पादुकासनं भवति.
Next up is Kukkuturanasana. As you place your palms on the mat, raise both feet upwards into the air and let them fall back down. Do this again and again as you visualize yourself as a rooster.
हस्ततले भूमौ कृत्वा पादतले च ऊर्ध्वमुड्डानं कृत्वा.
Next up is Viparita Nrityasana. As you place your hands on the mat, raise your legs upwards into a handstand and move around on two hands dancing. As you feel yourself become free of all inhibitions, breathe calmly through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka.
हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्य ऊर्ध्वपादाग्रे कुर्वन्.
Next up is Kunjarasana. Now separate your feet and place one palm down on the mat with your arms straight. Bring the opposite hand to your head. Be stable as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
अथ वक्षे महादेव कुञ्जरासनमुत्तमं करेण इङ्केन पादाभ्यां भूमौ तिष्ठेत् शिरःकरः.
Now place the other hand down. Repeat Kunjarasana on the other side.
अथ वक्षे महादेव कुञ्जरासनमुत्तमम्.
Next up is Kadambasana. As you sit on the ground with your feet flat, heels close to your body, hold the opposite ankles with your hands as you lift your feet off the ground. Visualize yourself as a Kadamba tree, a pious tree that promotes a long life.
पार्श्विभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्य हस्तद्वयेन गुल्फौ धृत्वा.
Next up is Pavana Muktasana. As you sit with your heels at the perineum, hold your knees with opposite hands and pull them close to your chest. Visualize any excess vata being released from your body or balanced within your system.
द्वयोस्तु पादयोः पाणिं लात्वा स्वस्वनितम्बके.
Next up is Chakrasana. As you sit and lift one leg behind your head, you can bring it over your shoulder if you can't reach your neck with your foot. Place your hands flat on the mat beside you and lift your body up as you extend the opposite leg forward. Gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a powerful source of energy.
पूर्वदानं चतुष्पादपीठं वज्रासनं तथा.
Next up is Dhanurasana 2. As you sit on the ground with one leg extended forward, hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra as you pull the other foot towards your ear. Visualize yourself as a bow as you perform the Mula Bandha.
पादाङ्गुष्ठौ तु पाणिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि.
Next up is Ashtavakrasana. Now bring one foot over top of the wrist as you hook the other and extend both legs to the side, balancing mid-air with the legs extended as you visualize yourself as a flying crane.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च.
The next asana is Pranasana. Now place one foot on top of the opposite thigh. As you keep the opposite foot flat on the ground, knee raised, bring the respective shoulder underneath the raised knee with a hand on the ground as you push the other knee down towards the mat. Gaze to your third eye and visualize you are immortal and able to exist solely from prana.
एतत् प्रभेदं वक्ष्यामि करोति यस्य चामरः.
Next up is Parshvamatyendrasana. As you place the right foot at the root of the left thigh, bring the left foot over top of the knee of the other leg. Twist your body around the raised knee, bring your arms underneath the knee and hold your hands behind your back. As you gaze to your third eye and visualize Sage Matsyendranath, the master of Hatha Yoga, in Parshvamatyendrasana.
पार्श्वाभ्यां धृत्यते यास्तु पार्श्वमत्स्येन्द्रमुत्तमम्.
Next up is Chakrasana on the other side. Now bring the other foot behind your neck and lift your body up as you visualize yourself as a powerful source of energy.
पूर्वदानं चतुष्पादपीठं वज्रासनं तथा.
Now repeat Dhanurasana 2 on the other side, pulling the other foot behind towards your ear, holding onto the big toes in Prana Mudra, visualizing yourself as a bow.
पादाङ्गुष्ठौ तु पाणिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि.
Now repeat Ashtavakrasana on the other side as you bring the other foot over top of the respective shoulder, hooking the opposite foot over top, extending both legs to the side, balancing mid-air as you visualize yourself as a flying crane.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च.
Now repeat Pranasana on the other side as you bring the other foot over top of the opposite thigh, pushing the knee down, shoulder underneath the raised knee, as you visualize you're immortal and able to exist solely from prana.
एतत् प्रभेदं वक्ष्यामि करोति यस्य चामरः.
Next up is Parshvamatyendrasana on the other side. Bring your arm underneath the raised knee. As you twist your body, gaze to your third eye and visualize Sage Matsyendranath.
पार्श्वाभ्यां धृत्यते यास्तु पार्श्वमत्स्येन्द्रमुत्तमम्.
Next up is Ardha Paschimottanasana. Extend one leg forward as you bring the other heel against the perineum. Lean forward and down, hold onto the front foot as in Paschimottanasana. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Jivachala Kumbhaka, moving the retained prana up and down within your system and throughout your limbs as you inhale and hold your breath.
एकं पादं प्रसार्य एकं पादस्य पार्श्वनासीवनी सम्पीड्य.
Next up is Kraunchasana. Now bring one foot outside of the respective hip as you hold onto the other foot and extend it up in front of your face, keeping the knees straight and visualizing yourself as a crane.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Now repeat Ardha Paschimottanasana on the other side as you press the other perineum, other heel against the perineum, and lean forward holding onto the foot.
वासिष्ठमदकौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च.
Now repeat Kraunchasana on the other side, bringing the other foot outside of the hip and extending the opposite leg straight up in front of your face, visualizing yourself as a crane.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Next up is Swastikasana. Now sit with the soles of the feet in between the thighs and calves. Keep your spine straight, the palms resting on the knees as you gaze to your nose and embody peace, well-being, good fortune and prosperity, visualizing a swastika.
जानुर्भोरन्तरे सम्यक् कृत्वा पादतले उभे.
Next up is Gorakshasana. Maintain the same posture, but cover your heels with your hands as you gaze to the nose and visualize the great sage Goraknath, founder of the Natha Yoga Hindu Sampradaya, as you perform Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha.
जानुर्भोरन्तरे पादौ उत्तानो व्यक्तसंस्थितौ.
Next up is Bhagasana 2. As you sit with the left heel against the perineum and the right foot on the left thigh, visualize Swamiji, gaze to your third eye and perform the Mula Bandha as you meditate on Arihanta, the enlightened one, preparing yourself to enter Shanmukhi Mudra. Exhale fully and then close all your 5 senses with your fingers, index fingers closing your eyes, the middle finger closing your nostrils, ring and little fingers closing your mouth, and the thumbs closing your ears.
वामपार्श्वमुखं संस्थाप्य दक्षाङ्घ्रिवामजघने.
The next asana is Yogasana 2. As you place your feet onto opposite knees, place your hands on the ground beside you. Keep your palms facing up, your spine straight, gaze to your nose as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space and start breathing in Kakachantra Kumbhaka, where you roll up your tongue and keep your mouth in the shape of the beak of a crow. As you inhale through your tongue, exhale through your nose, perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानौ चरणौ कृत्वा संस्थाप्योपरि जानुनोः आसनोपरि संस्थाप्य चोत्तानं करयुग्मकम्.
Next up is Urdhva Kukutasana. From Padmasana, place your palms flat on the mat and push your body up, balance above the mat as you visualize yourself as a rooster, engaging the Mula Bandha.
वासिष्ठमथकौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च.
Next up is Siddha Haratali Asana. From Padmasana, bring your hands in between the thighs and calves and place your palms flat on the mat. Don't lift your body up. Stay seated on the mat. As you gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रथमपद्मासन कोकरे हस्तुदो भूगोडासन निधरे.
Next up is Hamsasana. From the same position, push your body up off the mat as you gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as an elegant swan. Perform the Mula Bandha as you do so.
कुक्कुटासनं स्थित्वा स्कन्दपर्यन्तं ऊरूनि नीत्वा.
Next up is Karmukhasana. From Padmasana, place your hands in between the thighs and calves. Lean forward as you push your hands behind you, interlocking your fingers in Parashu Mudra as you place your forehead on the ground. Visualize yourself as Pinaka, Lord Shiva's bow, as you perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रथम पद्मासन को करे, घोड़ासन दिमाही कर इधरे.
Next up is Kurmasana too. From Padmasana, insert both hands through the thighs and calves. Lift your knees, bend your elbows, and hold onto the respective shoulders with your hands. Visualize yourself as a turtle, having a stable body and mind to live for hundreds of years. Maintain the same posture, tuck your chin to the chest, gaze to the nose, and rejoice knowing you're sitting in Shiva's secret knot posture, Granthi Bhedasana.
नीलकण्ठ ग्रन्थिभेदासनं शुभम्.
Next up is Uttana Kurmasana. Again in the same position with your hands in between the thighs and calves, holding onto the shoulders, roll onto your back as you embody a turtle laying on its back. Gaze to your nose and perform the Mula Bandha.
कुक्कुटासनबन्धस्थं कराभ्यां धृतकन्धरं पीठं कूर्मवदुत्तानमेतदुत्तानकूर्मकम्.
Next up is Pangu Kukkurasana. From Padmasana, place both hands through the thighs and calves and place one hand flat on the mat as you hold on to the respective wrist, pushing your body up, balancing on one arm, visualizing yourself as a rooster.
कुक्कुटासनं स्थित्वा एकेन हस्तेन अन्यसमनिबन्धं धृत्वा.
Now repeat Pangu Kukkutasana on the other side as you balance on the opposite hand.
कुक्कुटासनबन्धस्थं कराभ्यां धृतकन्धरम्.
The next asana is Gridrasana. From Padmasana, place your elbows on the toes as you interlace your fingers and rest your chin on the knuckles, pressing your thumbs to your throat. Visualize you have gone beyond all greed and covetous as you perform the Mula Bandha.
जानोर्वोरन्तरे पादौ उत्तानो व्यक्तसंस्थितौ.
Next up is Padmasana 3. Sit in Padmasana and hold one hand over the other with the palms facing upwards. Gaze to your nose, perform Mahamudra Bandha, all three bandhas engaged as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
उत्तानौ चरणौ विधाय विधिवत् शक्तिस्थितौ योगिरात्.
Next up is Padmasana 4. From Padmasana, place your palms flat on top of your knees. Keep your spine straight, gaze to your nose as you visualize Paramashiva in your inner space, engaging the Mula Bandha.
एतत् पद्मासनं कुर्यात् प्राणवायुप्रसिद्धये शुभासनं सदा ध्यायेत् पूरयित्वा पुनः पुनः.
Next up is Karmukhasana 2. From Padmasana, keep one hand on the respective knee and hook the other hand around the big toe in Prana Mudra. Now, pull the elbow back as if you're pulling a bowstring and rotate the big toe as you visualize yourself as Pinaka, Lord Shiva's bow, repeating the movement on the other side as well.
अथान्यासनमावक्ष्ये योगपूरकरक्षणात्.
Next up is Karmukhasana 3. From Padmasana, cross your arms behind your back and hold on to the respective big toes in Prana Mudra. Gaze to your nose. Visualize yourself as Lord Shiva's bow. As you engage all three bandhas, keep breathing in Kakachanchu Kumbhaka.
कार्मुकासनमाक्षित्य उदरे पूरयेत् सुखम्.
Next up is Diridhasana. Maintain Karmukasana 3. Lift your chest up and gaze to your third eye. As you visualize yourself as the action of Paramashiva's third eye, destroying anything you come across. Perform the Mula Bandha.
अमुपरि स्थाप्य पादयुग्मं प्रयत्नतः.
Next up is Nagrasana. From Karmakasana 3, roll onto your back. Keep your arms crossed behind you and hold onto the big toes if you can. As you gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as a snake. Breathe calmly through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka as you do so.
प्रथम पद्मासन कोठाने दो हाथ पाछाने आने.
Next up is Kandukasana. As you lay on your back, bend your knees and lift your feet off the ground. Embrace your knees to the chest with your head touching the knees. Squeeze your body into a ball as you perform the Mula Bandha.
वेत्रासने स्थित्वा हस्तपादान् निष्कुष्य ऊर्ध्वं नयेत्.
Next up is Urdhva Pavanasana. As you lay on your back, keep the feet flat, knees raised, hands interlocked underneath your neck. Gaze to your nose as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Breathe calmly through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रथमे सूधो सैन करावे घोड़ा उभा राशि मिलावे.
Next up is Malakata Pitasana. As you lie on your back, bend your knees and keep your feet flat on the mat as you place the upturned palms underneath the heels and raise your hips up. As you contract the perineal region, push your hips forward, tuck your chin to the chest, lock your throat as you exhale in Mudra Kumbhaka, keeping Jalandhara Bandha engaged. Visualize yourself as a powerful alpha ape.
उत्तानशयनं पादतले उत्तानहस्तयोः स्थापयेत्.
Next up is Uttana Shikhi Pitakasana. As you lie supine and raise your hips up, support your hips with your hands, elbows placed on the mat, bearing the weight of your body. As you extend your legs straight, tuck your chin to the chest, contract the perineal region, gaze to your nose as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
जङ्घोरुबलहीनश्चेत् उत्तानशिखिपीठकम्.
Next up is Narakasana. As you lie on your back, raise your hips and legs up and keep the toes pointing up straight. As you keep your hands flat on the mat, visualize yourself blissfully traversing through Naraka Loka unscathed.
ग्रीवाकण्ठेन भूमिं विष्टम्भ पादाग्रद्वयमूर्धमुत्रजेत्.
Next up is Tiryan Naukasana. From Narakasana, bring your hands to your lower back, elbows on the ground supporting you as you keep your legs vertical and then slowly angle and lower them down towards the ground, keeping your core engaged. Visualize yourself as a boat crossing the ocean of samsara as you breathe in Mudra Kumbhaka in Tiryan Naukasana.
नौकावत् स्थित्वात् ऊर्ध्वं पादाग्रद्वयं नयेत्. तिर्यन्नौकासनं भवति.
Place your hands back onto the mat. Be straight and sturdy as a flagpole, as the Kailasa flag. All nations asana.
तिते ग्रीवापृष्ठगोर्परैः भूमिं वष्टभ्य.
Now lay down on your back in the final asana of this sequence, Mritasana. Keep your hands at the side of your hips, palms facing up. As you perform the Shakti Chalan Mudra. push and pull the Kundalini Shakti upwards along your spine from Muladhara to Sahasrara Chakra. Unclutch from any micro movements of the body and mind. Be completely still as you visualize that your body is dead and Swamiji is liberating you. Internally chant the Mahavakyam, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानं शववद्भूमौ शयनं तोषवासनं शवासनं श्रमहरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारणम्.
Now slowly return to your physical body. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles, your elbows and your knees. Move your knees up towards your chest and rock your body from side to side as you slowly sit back up into a comfortable position. Congratulations, you completed the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama, all 308 asanas of the sequence. Now, with the Kundalini intensely awakened, let us move on to the next session of the day, which is the power manifestation session. Immediately manifest the powers of Paramashiva, the Shaktis, as the science has been revived by the avatar. Let us now close this yoga session as we sit in a comfortable cross-legged position with our head, neck and spine in a straight line, hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of the heart center. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, visualize Swamiji in your inner space as we chant the Purna Mantra.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Datsat. Sarvam Bhagavat Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Thank you all, Nithyanandam.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं घनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्याधिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nithyanandam, I welcome all the Paramashivoham participants who are being seated with us across different Zoom rooms, watching us for this exciting 20 minutes of power manifestation right after the Nityananda Yoga, the performance of the 308 asanas blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Now, we'll be entering to the 21 minutes of power manifestation. We're going to be looking into the power manifestation of third eye. Get ready, be seated. We're going to be manifesting the power of third eye awakening today, reading and seeing with our eyes completely blindfolded. So let us all be seated. We're going to receive Paramashiva onto our inner space. Let's give a few seconds for that. Please bring your eye bands, pen and paper, and please be seated. If you don't have an eye band, something to blindfold yourself as well. Please bring that and please be seated. we're going to be entering to the power manifestation. Today again we're going to be manifesting 3 different rounds for this power manifestation. Please keep your eye bands ready. Today in the Shastra Pramana, I'm going to be reciting for this power manifestation of this power of third eye, and then we'll be entering to the direct power manifestation. The Shastra Pramana is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Dharana 34, Sutra 11. I'm going to be reciting this verse and the translation for it. Kapalantarmano nyasya tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manaso dhadyad lakshayed lakshamuttamam. The translation goes, by fixing the mind on inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having your eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva himself. As we gone through the Shastra Pramana, which is a scriptural reference to manifest the power of third eye, today for the round 1 of the power manifestation, we are going to be manifesting seeing plants blindfolded, any object, any picture of plants today. So let us all get ready for that. Requesting all the participants to please turn on your cameras and please be seated. The round 1 of the power manifestation, we are going to manifest seeing plants blindfolded. Now please put on your eye bands. Visualize Paramashiva. Please wear your eye bands. Visualize Paramashiva onto your inner space or any form of Swamiji for a few seconds. Please close your eyes. We're going to be starting the round 1 of the power manifestation. Start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Keep your eyes closed. As now we are beginning the round 1 of the power manifestation, seeing plants blindfolded. Keep your eyes closed. We have 3 minutes for this round of power manifestation.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your 3 eyes. I bless you all. Let you all open all your 3 eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Yes. Now requesting all the participants, we can relax and take off your eyebands. Please open your eyes. Please open your eyes. Now let's take few minutes of our time going ahead and typing out our answers on the Zoom chat, telling what was revealed to you through your third eye. Please type out your answers as well. I can see many participants here. Daniel Bhatyar, Pawan K, and everybody else. Please type out your answers. What was revealed to you through your third eye for this round 1 of the power manifestation? To you through your third eye for this round 1, plans blindfolded. Please type out your answers on the Zoom chat, telling what was revealed to you through your third eye for this round 1. Yes, now as all the participants can see, for this round 1 of the power manifestation, we have chosen the rose plants was chosen for all of us for this round 1 of the power manifestation. So the round 1 as the plant was chosen was the rose plant was chosen for this round 1. Now we'll move on to the round 2 of the power manifestation. Please keep your eyes closed. Visualize Paramashivam in your inner space. Please close your eyes. For the round 2 of the power manifestation, it's not going to be plants, it's going to be different altogether. It's going to be from the category of fruits for this round 2. So seeing what is a fruit which is getting revealed to all of us through our third eye. The round 2 of the power manifestation will be that. Please keep your eyes closed. Start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Please keep your eyes closed as we are seeing fruits blindfolded. Keep your eyes closed.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Continue chanting the mantra.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Now requesting all the participants, we can take a few minutes of our time. Please relax and take off your eye bands. Please open your eyes. Some of the participant is putting a message, the audio is not audible. If it's audible, you can leave a message telling yes, it's audible now. Requesting all the participants even for that. Sorry for the technical glitch. If my audio is audible for all the participants across different Zoom rooms, you can leave the message telling yes. Okay, now we'll move on to the next step of the power manifestation, is taking a few minutes of our time, leaving our answers on the Zoom chat, what was revealed to you through the third eye for this round 2 of the power manifestation. Please type out the answers as well. Zach Meadow, is it audible? My audio is audible. Please respond for that as well. Tirthurupaya Pavan K. Ayya, Danyar Batiria, please go ahead and put the message. Yes, let's take few minutes of our time. Please type out your answers on the Zoom chat, telling what was revealed to you for the round 2 of the power manifestation. Now all the participants can see. The round 2 of the power manifestation was chosen for all of us was apple for this round 2 of the power manifestation. Yes, all of us can see for this round 2 of the power manifestation is apple chosen for all of us.
Paramashiva's biology. Let macrocosm we carry become one with microcosm. Let the microcosm we carry become one with macrocosm of Paramashiva. Let our organism become one with Paramashiva's organism. Let Paramashiva's organism become one with our organism. Let oneness become living strategy, living experience of all of us. Hum the Mahavagya. Do it intensely. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.